Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Play Arts Kai Dead Space 3 Isaac Clarke figure. And this is how the packaging looks from the front. On the side there's a little damage there. On the back shows 3 poses for Isaac. And inside flap, let's see, you're not going to be able to read this. Maybe. Welcome to pause and read that. A little info about Isaac, his plasma cutter, and his pulse rifle. And here's a nice picture of the actual toy itself. So let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, like a lot of the newer Play Arts Kai figures, you'll have this translucent base where you have to put it together. And then inside here, it's got instructions on how to put his weapon on his hand. Wow. Alright, so let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, and here's the figure outside of packaging. And initially, seeing all those promo pictures, I was not impressed with this figure at all. I was really optimistic about how this figure would turn out. And it's really good, in my opinion. And yeah, the waist is a bit thinner, and the knees, if you look at the promo pictures, you can see the knees are really thin, like there, right there. That joint, that double jointed knee right here. But it's pretty well hidden if you angle it the right way. You could barely see it. But yeah, but this thing is expensive though. Well, let's take a look at some of the accessories that it comes with. Yeah, we have the pulse rifle, which is very nice. 3 prongs right there, and the weapon itself. That piece does not move. It's not a moving piece. You actually glue that down. It's quite nice. And there it is. And then it comes with 2 fists. And then 2 gripping hands. And let's take a look at that plasma cutter. And here's a close look at the plasma cutter. And it does have a rotating joint right there. And once you rotate it, it'll look like this. And basically there's just a peg right there. You could totally remove this thing, just pull, and the whole thing will come out. Like so. See, right there, the peg. There's the hole. Nothing to it. And here's a look at the figure from the front. I do like this armor. The only armor I don't like is from the second game. Well, that's the worst armor out of the 3. The best one, of course, is from the first game. I do like the engineer suit quite a lot. And this one is not bad. I do like it. But I don't think he was wearing this the whole time, though. I think it's only through when he was outside. And yeah, and no light up feature for this guy, which is a bit disappointing, given the fact that he's begging to have his eyes, the helmet light up, and the status and all that stuff to light up. But if it has a light up feature, this thing will cost way over $100, which I don't think a lot of people would buy, because this thing retails for $80 already, which is quite steep in my opinion. But there are a lot of detailing going on throughout this whole this costume, but still, I think it's a bit high. And here's a closer look at this, whatever this thing's called, I don't remember. Quite nice though. Detailing on this guy, it's really good. There's the belt. It's leg armor. Very nice indeed. They could have fattened up these double joints a bit, but they didn't, because you can see there are a lot of room left. See on this side right here. They could have wind this wind this a little bit, and this side as well, which they didn't, or even the bottom here a little bit more. Alright, as far as articulation, head is on the ball joint. Base of the neck, there's a ball joint. Then shoulders ball hinge, and then it has that swing out joint. And then the bicep, there's a swivel. And then ratcheting ball hinge elbows. And then ball hinge wrists. Chest, there's a ball joint. And then waist, there's a ball joint. And the hips are these ratcheting ball hinge. Double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles, and that's it. As far as articulation, this guy's good. Do like this a lot, and let's have him hold a pulse rifle. And here we have Isaac holding on to the pulse rifle. And there it is, quite nice. And see, when you bend his knees, you can clearly see the thin ball hinge, the thin double joint for his knees. If you look at him from the side, he looks terrible. So overall, the knee joint, it's a little bit skinny, but you could look past that. If you give him a good pose, you won't even notice it. But yeah, this is how he looks with the pulse rifle. Nice. Let's do a size comparison. Alright, as far as his height, let's see, Isaac Clarke, it's about 9 inches in height. And here he is standing next to Iron Patriot from Marvel Legends, Halo Spartan, and Big Red from NECA. So here they are, and if you're on the fence about this figure, and if you like the game, I highly suggest you get it, because from the promo pictures, it looks kind of crappy, but if you have it in hand, he does look pretty cool, and I think it's worth it. The price tag is a bit high. It's a bit high. If you could get it under 80 bucks, that's a good buy, but anything over 80 is kind of steep. But yeah, so there you go, Isaac Clarke from Play Arts Kai. Thanks for watching.